year 2024 witnessed a lot of new inventions and technological breakthroughs. However, if we talk about that one tech word that managed to make headlines throughout the year, that word, unfortunately, is scam. In today's digital age, cybercrime incidents are increasing at an alarming rate. According to the 2024 Global State of Scams report by the Global Anti-Scam Alliance, scammers looted around $1.03 trillion in 2024. The number is up from last year's $1.026 trillion. In India, according to data from the Indian Cybercrime Coordination Centre, a division of the Ministry of Home Affairs, the country reported around $1.3 billion in cyber fraud losses during the first 9 months of 2024. A common perception is that cybercrime is global and fluid. But putting a dent in that theory, a new study this year supported the view that cybercrime, much like forms of organized crime, is embedded within particular contexts. According to the World Cybercrime Index, these are the top cybercrime hotspots in the world. Russia is at the top, followed by Ukraine, China, the United States, Nigeria, Romania, North Korea, the United Kingdom, Brazil, and India. Meanwhile, until recently, India's Jamtara, located in Jharkhand, was infamous for being the headquarters of cybercrime. Such was the notoriety of the city that it even inspired an eponymous OTT series. But law enforcement agencies are of the opinion that new hotspots have emerged, posing a major challenge for the investigating authorities. According to a 2023 report by the Future Crime Research Foundation, an IIT-incubated startup, Bharatpur in the state of Rajasthan emerged as the top cybercrime hotspot, followed by Mathura, Nuh, Deoghar, Jamtara, Gurgaon, Alwar, Bokaro, Karmatand, Giridih, rounding up the top 10. Cyber experts say their proximity to major urban centers, limited cyber security infrastructure, socio-economic challenges, and low digital literacy are some of the common factors.
These districts are placed very strategically. They have multiple borders. For example, Bharatpur or Nuh or Alwar, they are touching with multiple states. They can easily come to UP, Haryana, Delhi, or any such place which is located so strategically. Criminals definitely exploit it for their activities, because they can commit this crime from one state, they can move to another state easily, they can come back, they can then starting these activities from some other location.
Moreover, these 10 districts collectively account for 80% of cybercrime-related cases in India. Fraudsters keep coming up with new ways to deceive people online. In 2024, different types of scams came to light: digital arrest fraud, pig butchering scam, online share market scam. The list is endless. Scammers typically employ 3 main strategies: fear, urgency, and money. They often create a sense of panic, claiming there's an urgent problem that needs your immediate attention. As scammers refine their techniques, it's essential to recognize the common digital traps they set to fool unsuspecting victims. In this special episode of Tech It Out, we tell you some of the most prevalent scams you need to watch out for. And we explain how you can better protect yourself against such scams. This year, digital arrest scams claimed many victims. As per government data, Indians lost approximately 120 crore Indian rupees. That's over $14 million to the scam in the first quarter of 2024 alone. The Indian state of Karnataka witnessed the highest number of digital arrest frauds in the country, accounting for over 25% of total scams. In the scam, the victim typically receives a video call from fraudsters pretending to be law enforcement officials. Criminals use technology to create sophisticated setups to enhance their credibility. For instance, fake officers and uniforms are used to appear legitimate. Scammers claim the victim is under investigation for selling illegal items like drugs or fake passports. Naive victims are intimidated and forced to self-arrest or self-quarantine themselves, hence the name digital arrest. Fraudsters threaten the victim with legal consequences and create panic. They use fear to compel the victim to comply with financial demands. The idea is to extort money. In certain situations, victims are coerced into being visible on video calls until the demands are met. According to a new report, pig butchering scams have stolen more than $75 billion globally, a number far more than previously estimated. The scam is named after the practice of farmers fattening hogs before slaughter. In other words, pig butchering scams refer to the approach in which attackers essentially fatten victims up and then take everything they've got. Scammers often pose as long-lost school friends or potential lovers and con their victims by building trust. The scammer builds rapport with the victims, sweet-talks them before the final blow. So what are the telltale signs of a pig butchering scam? The relationship moves quickly. In other words, someone you've been in contact with via messages only wants to develop a relationship with you in an unusually fast manner. The conversation quickly turns towards investment, especially crypto trading. The scammer will try his or her best to manipulate and pressure the victim to commit funds. The scammer will direct you towards an unknown or unusual trading platform. And lastly, your newly found friend claims your investment has made gains, but you can't access them. Imagine this. You're surfing the internet and suddenly a pop-up notification or an ad appears on your screen. While one assumes these are normal advertisements, chances are it could be malware. According to reports, cybercriminals are taking advantage of trusted tech companies to defraud victims. Called tech support scam, hackers use pop-up messages or phishing emails to scare users into believing their devices have been infected. These pop-up messages prompt the users to either call a tech support number or click a link. While clicking the link leads the user to a fake website, calling the number has a hacker pretending to be a legitimate tech support agent. In both cases, the victim is manipulated into revealing sensitive information such as passwords or bank details. What's more alarming is that scammers are using AI to create fake ads using company logos, making it harder for people to detect and avoid such scams. According to the FBI's 2023 Elderly Fraud Report, the tech support scam was the #1 type of fraud impacting US-based senior citizens. Look at this. These are quick response codes, popularly known as QR codes. A QR code is a type of barcode that stores information and can be read by your smartphone. Most of us use them almost daily to make payments, find out information, and to access a restaurant menu. But did you know that these easy-to-use QR codes could land you in trouble? Let's put it this way, you might just be a scan away from falling prey to a QR code scam, also known as quishing. One wrong scan could lead you to a phishing website. As a result, your sensitive data could be compromised and money could be stolen. Such scams can take place in various ways. Miscreants could place their own QR codes on top of legitimate codes on parking meters or local shops. Cybercriminals might even send you an email or message on social media containing a QR code. Scanning it will lead you to a page that prompts you to fill in your personal data or login credentials. The requested data might include sensitive information like your online banking details. All the information that you enter will be sent straight to the attacker, and then he can do whatever he wishes with that information. Making sense of finances can be quite challenging, especially in the complex world of investments and income generation. Fake trading apps with promises of quick and easy returns. If you happen to receive a similar WhatsApp message, beware. It could be a scam. So let's understand what the scam is. Called online share market scam, scammers pose as acquaintances or financial advisors and approach you on WhatsApp. They share with you fake investment opportunities with unbelievably high returns. These bad actors create a sense of urgency and even pressure you to invest quickly. Exploiting your trust and desire for easy money, they ask you to install a fake trading app and transfer money for profitable stock trading. Victims are pushed to send money through unconventional payment options to avoid detection. Also, victims are tricked into sharing sensitive financial information like credit card details or banking passwords. According to the Indian Cyber Police data, this year, Pune, a city in India's Maharashtra, recorded a collective loss of more than 125 crore rupees, which is approximately $14.7 million, to online share trading scams.
सर आपका एटीएम कार्ड एक्सपायर सर आपके कार्ड पे एक नंबर होगा 16 अंकों का क्रेडिट पॉइंट अगले हफ्ते एक्सपायर हो रहा है.
The online world is not safe. Internet users are becoming more and more vulnerable. But the fact is that we can't imagine life without the internet. Why? Because it has made our lives simpler and better. But what we can do is be vigilant, exercise caution, and adopt necessary safety measures to stay safe online.
Your every account should be two-factor authenticated. Every account. If it is not two-factor authenticated, assume it is hacked. Second, that learn techniques to scan things. For example, if you are offered an e-commerce link or any such threatening link from police department or RTO that you have been penalized for some violation, or passport office, you get such kind of links. Always verify this on whois.domaintools.com. Mask Aadhaar card is important. So they normally mask all other digits and just show few, so that it should not be misused. Similarly, you should understand the importance of your digital IDs. You should not share each and everything so easily, conveniently to anyone. If you have to share it on a digital form, share low resolution images, and always write something on top of it, that why you are sharing it, for what purpose you are sharing it.
Many governments across the world are doing their bit to curb this menace. For instance, in India, all transactional and service voice calls from financial entities such as banks, investment firms and insurance companies will begin with 160. The prefix 160 will help in the easy identification of the calling entity. In other words, people will be able to distinguish legitimate calls from those made by scammers posing as government officials. That's not all. The Indian government has also made it mandatory for telecom companies to monitor the origins of all commercial messages, including OTPs. All commercial messages must be traced, starting from the sender to the recipient. Cases in which the telemarketer's sequence cannot be traced or does not correspond with records, those numbers will get blocked. Meanwhile, companies who send promotional messages are required to share all relevant information, including URLs and callback numbers, with telecom companies. If a company fails to do so, they could get blacklisted for up to 2 years.